Everyone, my name's Haley. Welcome back to another Biteable tutorial. In this video, I'm going to give you the best practice guidelines for how many words to include in a 60-second video. And I'll show you how to add and edit text in the Biteable Video Maker. To get to the bottom of this question, the team at Biteable did our own analysis. We wanted to know the ideal range of spoken words per minute and the ideal number of written words per minute. To get some answers, we did an analysis of our best performing Biteable YouTube videos. And for videos using on-screen text, we looked at 100 video templates designed by the Biteable Video Pros. Why do we go through all of this bother? The number of words you use in your video isn't just about timing your video. Speech patterns, like the speed at which you talk, convey subconscious information that can dramatically change the context and mood of your video. When the team looked at the data, we found some interesting things. In videos where the content is being delivered by a speaker, like this video for example, you should aim for 120 to 200 spoken words per minute. But where you fall in that range depends on how complex the words you're using are. If you use longer words or if your topic is more complicated, aim for 120 words per minute. But if you use smaller words with fewer syllables, you can push that word count up to 200 per minute. People can, if pushed, process about 500 words per minute, but I wouldn't recommend it. Remember, it's all about clarity. On average, a conversation is held at about 120 to 150 words per minute, so that's a good speed to aim for. At Biteable, we keep our scripts easy to understand and I don't use many big words. Based on our analysis of my Biteable YouTube videos, I speak at an average rate of 169 words per minute, which is about right given the simplicity of my speaking style. You can help yourself out by making sure your video host is speaking clearly and pausing often. In videos where you're adding your text on the screen, the number of words you can get away with depends on the type of video you're making. For advertising and marketing videos, you need to bring that word count way down to around 60 words per minute to give people time to understand your message. But for internal comms videos or announcements, you can get away with 120 to 150 words per minute. These averages might seem low considering the average adult can read at a pace of about 250 words a minute, but it's important not to base your video on that fact. You need to cater to everyone. You don't want your audience to feel rushed or worried that they've missed something. One more thing, if you're animating your text, you want to give your audience a bit of extra processing time too, as their attention will be divided by the pizzazz of it all. It's super easy to animate and bring text to life in the Biteable Video Maker, so let's jump in and I'll show you how I would time an animation on-screen text for a Biteable video. So here we are on the Biteable homepage. I'm just going to go ahead and log into my Biteable account. And today we're going to be making a video for an internal comms purpose. So as we mentioned in the video, when you're doing an internal comms video, you can have about 120 to 150 words every 60 seconds. So I'm just going to go in and update this November update template. I'll click edit video, and I'm going to make this video about 30 seconds long. So I'm going to take that 120 words and just divide it in half, and I'll hopefully have about 60 words in this video. So I'm going to start off by turning my custom watermark feature off, and then I'm just going to go ahead and update this text so it's relevant to the update that I'm providing to my team, which in this case, I'm going to be requesting that they update their dietary restrictions in our HR portal, which is Bamboo HR. So I'll just go ahead and add in my text, and I'm going to make this a bit smaller so it fits on the screen, and we'll just drag this text box out and drag it around on that scene. Then I'm going to jump on over into the next scene here, and again, I'll just update this text so it's relevant to my video. And this animation doesn't really fit with my scene, so I'm just going to go ahead and click replace background, and I'll pick a different animation that is a bit more relevant to the text that I have on that scene. And once I find the animation I like, I'll just click on it and it'll automatically replace the old animation, and I'll just have to go in and update the colors so they fit a bit better with the rest of my video. Jumping on into the next scene here, we're just going to repeat that process. We're going to update the text and then we'll update this animation. And now we'll we'll just rearrange this text on the scene to make it look a little bit nicer. We'll add some extra spaces so it's easier to read. And then we'll go ahead and replace this background and pick a more suitable animation. And now we'll just rearrange the animation on our scene, and we'll also change the colors so it fits in with the rest of our video. And we're going to repeat these steps one last time. In this final scene, I'm just going to put a call to action for any questions to be directed to our HR email. And I'm going to replace this animation one more time. Now I don't need this final scene, so I'm just going to go ahead and delete it. Now we're ready to preview our video and see if we need to extend the length of any of our scenes to make it easier to read. So I noticed the third scene is a little bit short. I'm just going to go ahead and click on that scene and drag it to the right to make it a bit longer. And then the fourth scene is a bit long, so I'm going to drag to the left to make it a bit shorter. And now we're ready to export our video. Before I finish up, I have 3 expert tips for you from the Biteable Video Studio to help nail your video word count. If your video is running overtime or you're struggling to cut down on words, use visuals in their place. It's always better to show than tell. Replace explanations with screen shares or demonstrations, and replace lists with icons or animations. Hollywood never shies away from breaking a book into multiple movies, and neither should you. If you can't fit everything you need into the video without it dragging on, don't. Break it into several videos and create a series. Getting the timing right for word count can be an intuitive process that takes time to master. As you learn, use templates to guide you so you have an idea of what a fast-paced and slow-paced video feels like. At Biteable, our templates are all fine-tuned by our stable of video nerds so you know they'll be just right. Remember, at the end of the day, it's not what you say, but how many words you take to say it. Make your word-perfect video today with a template in the Biteable Video Maker, and don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe for more tutorials just like this. Bye!